It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's superstar cornerback. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. Hope you're all ready for this one on Sunday Night Primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Set, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Come on. Unlock line. Check.
2nd and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Set. Reload. Set up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gregory. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
Here we go. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll look to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 75 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Miami set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Gregory. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. Holiday And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Roll. I'm not lying.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check, Panther. Reload. Check.
Looking to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Smash. Bring it.
They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Roll.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more goal for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 19, now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separate.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
A gain of 13 and also a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's in the midst of an MVP caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Shifts by him. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Pierce. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll try again. And he'll take this in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll drop the throw on the move to his left. And this one too low.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Up the middle they go. Holiday. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Now back to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball game.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drive consumes not. He's all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. Down the left sideline. He may go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.